What's going on, y'all? This is boy Kev coming to you with another video, and this time I'm going to be doing my NBA question of the day. My NBA question of the day is: where do you believe that Kyrie Irving would fit in the best? Well, let me clarify that. I mean, what team do you believe that Kyrie Irving would fit in the best as they are constructed right now? As they are constructed right now. Like I said, again, this comes off the heels of probably the biggest offseason story now in the NBA. Last Thursday was reported by Brian Windhorst and Adrian Wojnarowski of ESPN that in a meeting with Cavaliers owner Dan Gilbert, Kyrie Irving requested a trade from the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, to put another point on that, citing that he doesn't want to play with LeBron James anymore. Again, that was something that raised a lot of eyebrows. I mean, me especially being a LeBron James fan, Kyrie fan, you know, I love watching him play. My player has always been James since he came out of high school, but you know, I love watching I love watching Kyrie's game as well. And again, it's shocking. It really is shocking, to be honest. I mean, of course, it's shocking because you know me, because I'm from a fan standpoint. You know, I'm not, you know, I'm neither LeBron or Kyrie. I would love to be, but I'm not. You know, when the news first broke, a lot of people were like, including myself, were like, you know, why the hell would Kyrie want to get away from LeBron? Kyrie's had all this success. You know, I'm not saying because of LeBron, but you know, I mean, you look at his numbers last year. He had career best, averaged a career best 25 points a game. Averaged almost 6 assists as well. You know, he had a really good year last year, and his game has elevated ever since LeBron James came back to Cleveland. But you know, I think it was Brian Windhorst. I was looking at ESPN. I think it was Brian Windhorst that said, you know, said that back in 2014 when LeBron came back to Cleveland, it was I forgot how long ago it was before LeBron decided to sign with Cleveland that Kyrie signed an extension. You know, at that time, Kyrie was the man in Cleveland. You know, coming out of Duke, really didn't play that much in college because of an injury, but obviously it was a lot expected of him, and Cleveland took him with the number 1 pick, and you know, he was the leader of the franchise. He was the undoubted leader of the franchise, and he was the future of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now all of a sudden LeBron comes home, and there was reports about them butting heads in the beginning. I mean, of course, you know, Kyrie's like, yo, this is my team, and now all of a sudden he walks in the door, everyone's loving him, everyone's patting him on the back. I mean, that's just that alpha dog. That's just the mama mentality in Kyrie Irving. I say mama because you know if you know Kyrie Irving, you know that Kobe Bryant is a huge influence on his career and his life. He's a mentor to Kyrie, as he is to a lot of young players. I mean, who wouldn't want to be like Kobe? I mean. And you know, Kobe and LeBron James, you definitely know the similarities between those two. You know, Kobe, I mean, he shoots till he misses and he shoots till he makes. You know, LeBron, I mean, he makes the best basketball play. That's not shooting. That's not shooting it all the time. That's finding open teammates and all that. Of course, you know, that's always been a rap on LeBron about how he never really takes those clutch last second shots in a game like a Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan did back in their careers. Uh, like I said, I've been a LeBron fan for a long time. I've never had a problem with what he's done. I mean, do I wish that he would pull up for a jumper and hit the game winner and all that? Yeah, of course I do. Every time the clock hits 10 seconds with a close game, like 1, 2, or 3 point game. Yeah, I mean, LeBron's hit a lot of big shots in his career. I think he's hit a few game winners. Obviously, none more memorable than his first run in Cleveland when the 2010 Eastern Conference Finals, Game 1, Cleveland and Orlando. Orlando was about to steal Game 1, but a miraculous 3-pointer by James at the buzzer gave Cleveland the victory. It was called the shot part 2. Obviously, after Jordan's big shot over Craig Elo to eliminate the Cavaliers, was that 1989 or 88? One of the late 80s years, where it was still the best of the series. First round series was still the best of 5. Yeah, and Jordan eliminated the Cavaliers. Of course, that was a shot part 1, and LeBron James' shot was a shot part 2. But I mean, I just don't. I really don't understand. I don't understand it, but like I said, but again, you know, I'm just a different breed. I'm like, in my opinion, I'm like, shit. Fuck being a man. I want a damn ring. And if I'm playing, if I got to get along with the best player in the world who's unselfish, you know, at that, then, you know, I'm going to get on board because I want that ring. And, you know, I mean, of course, it takes a special person like a Kyrie, like a Kobe to feel that way. Nah, I want to be my own man. You know, I want to lead the team. I want to be the star. I want to have a more vocal role in the offense and all that. You know, I understand, but I'm just saying, when you're on a championship team, like the Cleveland Cavaliers, you know, I'm not telling them suck it up, but like, damn, you got it made right now, dog. You got it made. I mean, you know, Cleveland. I'm just saying the East is decimated. I mean, Cleveland can just lace up their sneakers in every game, and they're going to they're still going to the finals. I mean, you have at least one more shot at Golden State. You know, even with the Cleveland team like it is, because again, there's nobody in the West. Excuse me, there's nobody in the East that compares to Cleveland. I mean, you know, that pairs up with Cleveland. You got Boston, but Boston is young, and still, I think that nucleus that Cleveland has, well, I'm assuming with Kyrie that is, you know, they know how to play together. They know how to get through the East. ISO ball, you know, let the two best players take over. That's not winning a championship against Golden State, but hey, that win you the East. But yeah, man. I don't know, man. I don't know, but obviously Kyrie gave out his list of teams that he would be interested. He would prefer to go to. Obviously, number 1 was San Antonio Spurs. He would like to go to the Knicks. He'd like to go to the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves. check out RDC World 1 video if you don't understand that. But yeah, and then the Miami Heat. I mean, out of those 4, I believe the best spot for Kyrie, if he wants to be the real focal point of a team, then it would be the Miami Heat. Because, you know, like I said, Dragic and Deion Waiters, if Kyrie went to the Heat, he would definitely be the number 1 guy. I mean, the number 1 guy, like, outright. Like I said, you know, San Antonio, Kawhi Leonard. The Knicks, depending on what they do with Melo, hell, Knicks might put Porzingis as the face. Even when Irving come, even if Irving comes to New York, they might still put Porzingis as the face, even though Kyrie's only 25 years old. Uh, like I said, the Timberwolves, you still have Anthony Towns, you still have Wiggins. Those are the top two guys that are looking to take that franchise to the next level. I mean, maybe Kyrie would be the star if he went there, but if it's a clear-cut choice, it'd be Miami. But again, Irving doesn't have a no-trade clause, so Cleveland can deal him in anywhere. And I seen reports on Bleacher Report today saying that a Irving trade would be very inevitable. So we'll see what happens. I was reading Bleacher Report the other day about 5 different scenarios Cleveland should look at. It was one where Cleveland should trade Irving for Kemba Walker in Charlotte, and then bring on Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. I mean, that'd be a pretty good. That'd be pretty good. Kemba kind of same skill set as Irving. He could learn from James. James could elevate his game as well. And then they brought up the point about Kidd-Gilchrist being a good defender. Plus he's 6'7", can guard 4 positions, kind of like a Draymond Green. So, I see that there was some more, but that was the one that really stuck out to me. I don't know about in my honest opinion, I hope that Kyrie somehow works out by LeBron, because they said LeBron was devastated and blindsided by this news. I'm pretty sure he was. Like I said in the last video I had, this is a guy that you looked at as your protege. You're teaching this guy everything. You're teaching this guy how to get by and what to do and how to be a leader of a franchise and all that. He's your little brother, but little brother's like, hey, I'm tired of this. I gotta go. He want to spread his own wings. He want to be the man. He want to be the best. I mean. But I'm just saying, if he wants to be the best, then Kyrie's going to have a lot of work to do. Because there was one compelling stat that ESPN put up talking about LeBron and Kyrie on the floor and the efficiency rating for the Cavaliers last season. When they were both on the floor, they were the second highest efficient. They were the second most efficient duo in the NBA. I'm guessing that would be behind Curry and Durant in Golden State. And then they had they were 6th in the league. They were the 6th most efficient team in the league when James was on the floor by himself and Kyrie was on the bench. I'm saying, guess where they were when guess how efficient the Cavaliers offense was when Kyrie was on the floor and LeBron was on the bench. 30th. They were dead last in the NBA when Irving was on the floor by himself. Without James. So, and that was another point that I think Adrian Wojnarowski brought up, how this team is constructed to play with James. A lot of shooters on the outside. Tristan Thompson, not a threat offensively, but he'll set good screens, roll to the basket, give it to you, and if he's open, LeBron gives it to him for the lob slam. Kyrie's done that too. I mean, I understand it as far as up tempo. They're not a team that can go up tempo, but I understand Kyrie wants to run and gun, but if if you the team is constructed how the team is constructed. I mean, if you can't change your game to fit, what your teammates can do, then I mean, what type of person do you want to be? Even Kobe changed up once he got Pau Gasol and Andrew Bynum. Kobe was like, I need to give a few of my shots to these guys. Put it in a post to Gasol and let him go to work. I mean, and another thing, about playing with LeBron. I mean, like I said, LeBron's the most unselfish player in the game. I mean, in crunch time, like I said, LeBron's got his knocks, and sometimes he doesn't really show up too well in crunch time. But these last second shots, last seconds of the game and all that, LeBron is they've had numerous reports and shots, even actual camera shots in the huddle where LeBron is saying, get the ball to Kyrie. Give the ball to Kyrie. I mean, Kyrie's saying he want to be the focal point. I mean, LeBron is giving it. LeBron is saying, hey, put the ball in his hand in the last second. Even LeBron recognizes that. So, I mean, talking about being a vocal point. My thing is, you have a shot to get back to the finals this year with LeBron James. So why give that up? Why give that up? Just for your own. Selfish. I can't call it selfish. Why give all that up? Now, but now obviously, the rumor is that if Cleveland doesn't win the NBA title this coming season, then LeBron will leave for LA. Now, I still think that is the stupidest move LeBron James could ever make. But, I mean, obviously, I guess it's more than basketball. He wants to do stuff in Hollywood, LA, as far as business. It's, like I say, it's more than basketball. Like I said, I don't know why he won't go out to the West when everybody's going to be in the West this year. Obviously, it's some type of master plan going on by the Lakers to get him and Paul George after next season to pair him with Lonzo Ball and Brandon Ingram and all that, and make the Lakers a real powerhouse again. But I just feel LeBron would be stupid to lead the East, to be honest. Kyrie would be as well, because there is nobody in the East right now. I mean, I think the Celtics are still one piece away from beating Cleveland, even as Cleveland is constructed right now. When you got, but again, when you got number 23 on your team, then you got a fighter's chance. Yeah, I mean, you're looking like you could be okay. But other than that, though, I don't know, man. It's I mean, I understand Kyrie wants to be his own man. Like I say, his mentor is Kobe. Kobe, all those years ago, he was a free agent. It was at 2004, 2005 or something. He contemplated leaving, or he asked for a trade or something back when him and Shaq wasn't getting along, But he ended up staying in LA, and he became the man. That's what I'm saying. You want to be the vocal point of the team. You want to be the man of a squad. LeBron's only got one more year left, and then you can go back to leading Cleveland. But again, they were talking about how the team is constructed for LeBron. I mean, I just feel that Irving just needs to, change his game to what's around him. Because that's just like a coach. A coach, you don't like this group of guys because they don't fit your system. You can't just overhaul. You can't just do an overhaul. You can't just cut all the players. You got to adjust your game plan. You got to adjust the game plan to what you got. You got to adjust on the fly. You got to adjust to what you have. And maybe in the off season or something, okay, all right, this guy wasn't cutting it, so he's got to go. You know, he's got a favorable contract where he won't cost us nothing. Let him go. You know. But I mean, I just hate that talking about it's a team that's confident to play with LeBron. I mean, you can change the game plan, or you can adjust. You can make the moves necessary, or you can make the moves necessary to make it a more high tempo offense, or you could change your game a little bit as well. Like I said, Kobe had to do, all the greats really had to do it, you know. All the greats have to elevate their game and change their game to play with certain players, you know. So I mean he did it to play with LeBron, and they have a championship out of it. They have three finals appearances, three straight finals appearances to say for it. So, you know, it can be done, but I don't know. Question is, you know, what team would Kyrie be the best fit for? As far as his preferred teams, I would say Miami, like I said, because Miami don't have that legit superstar. Wade's not there anymore. LeBron's not there. I mean, like if Kyrie really wants to be the vocal point, that would be a place for him to go. You know, I mean, there's like nobody else that could challenge that. Or they talk about he could go to Utah and be paired up with Rudy Gobert. I think that was another thing in Bleacher Report. Another pairing that Cleveland could do that could make Kyrie happy as well. Obviously, Gordon Hayward just left, so Utah is looking for that superstar to replace Hayward. I don't think Rudy Gobert is. I don't think Rudy Gobert is your superstar material. I mean, I could be wrong, but I just don't think Rudy Gobert is superstar material. Team, you know, you could build around him. You know, not just yet. He's just not that complete of a player to build around just yet. If he can work on his game, maybe a couple years or so from now, probably then, but not right now. But let me know what y'all think. This video is way too long. I've been all over the place. But anyway, yeah, let me know what y'all think, man. Like, what team do you feel that Kyrie would be would be a great fit for? One of his preferred teams, or another team that in the NBA, like a Chicago or something, you know. Yeah, where would you think Kyrie would be the best fit? Thank you guys for watching. Wish y'all nothing but positive vibes only, and I'm going to see y'all in the next video.